Oh good. Another Batman reboot. That was my initial reaction to this anyway. Yeah, the third trailer that DC FanDome gave us is the very first sneak peek into The Batman. And this movie's been through quite a few production slips. Like initially this was going to be part of the DC Extended Universe and it was gonna be Ben Affleck's Batman solo movie. But then he dropped out because he didn't want to be Batman anymore, except now he's back in the Flash movie, in a supporting role, which is fine. But that left this movie kind of in shambles. So Matt Reeves was hired to direct and Robert Pattinson was chosen to star as the Batman. Which means that this film is no longer part of the DC Extended Universe. It's a new standalone Batman film, which means it's a reboot, kind of. It just means it's a new standalone franchise. And initially I was like, well then why should I care then? Because we've seen Batman get rebooted quite a few times already. We have seen Batman time and time and time again. And I felt like I've seen pretty much all there is to see when it comes to Batman in live action. To me, the best live action Batman will always be Christian Bale. Because to me, he just set the bar. Chris Nolan's Batman movies to me are just so perfect in nailing what Batman is all about that another standalone Batman reboot just seems unnecessary to me. Ben Affleck's Batman I get because he's part of a shared universe. And unless this new Batman film is looking to start a new shared universe, which I kind of doubt it is, I just didn't see much reason to care. But then this trailer came out. And holy shit, people are loving this fucking trailer. And after having watched it a few times, I can't say I hate it, cause it does admittedly look pretty cool. I pretty much can't say anything here that you haven't probably already heard about this new trailer. It does have a very dark tone. Matt Reeves, the director, said that this is gonna be like a noir Batman film. And yeah, sure enough, it is certainly giving off that vibe. People are comparing this trailer to the movie Seven, and yeah, I absolutely see that. It looks like it's gonna be a murder mystery, with the killer leaving behind clues, the killer this time around being the Riddler. Now I just wonder if there's gonna be a box at the end of this movie. What's in the box? What's in the box? But yeah, we got the Riddler this time around. And I'm not gonna lie, I've always wanted to see Riddler in a live action Batman movie. Done well, that is. I've never seen Batman Forever and I'm not really planning on it. So this is gonna be the first Riddler in a live action Batman movie I've ever seen. But I mean, I couldn't even tell that that was the Riddler until people pointed it out. Cause that doesn't look like the Riddler, at least not the traditional Riddler that I know. However, what it is reminding me of is Batman Hush. Batman Hush was a graphic novel that was turned into an animated DC movie, and I watched it, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's a Riddler-centric story, and the Riddler here looks like Hush. You know, with the wrapped-up face, that's right out of Hush. And Catwoman was in that story too, and she's in this movie. I mean, long before this trailer came out, when it was announced that Riddler and Catwoman were gonna be in this movie, I instantly was like, oh, so it's gonna be Batman Hush, which I thought was cool, because again, I really liked Batman Hush. I don't know if this is going to be like Batman Hush in live action, like verbatim, probably not, but it's certainly taking inspiration from it, and that is pretty cool. And now for Robert Pattinson's Batman. I initially wasn't sure what to think of this casting, but after watching this trailer, yeah, he looks really good. I like his bat suit. It looks like, you know, an armored bat suit, which is more than I can say for Ben Affleck's bat suit. I like the rumor going around that the bat symbol on his bat suit is made from the guns that killed his parents. That's deep. That's cool. I don't know if it's true or not. They'll probably tell us in the movie if it is. And according to Matt Reeves, this Batman is newish to the game. He's only been Batman for like 2 years, I think he said. So he's not established as the protector of Gotham City yet. He's still seen as a vigilante. Although he seems to get along with the GCPD all right, because you see him interacting with Commissioner Gordon, who's played here by Jeffrey Wright. He's a really good actor. So that's pretty good casting. Matt Reeves said that this Batman is still slipping up and making mistakes. He hasn't perfected his craft yet. To which I was like, okay, so this is pretty much Batman Homecoming? That's what I thought of anyway. Okay, we'll see. I'll tell you what I really like though. I like the casting of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. Because I like Zoe Kravitz. She's talented, she's sexy, she's athletic, she's been in comic book movies before. Remember, she was in X-Men First Class. So I think she's a pretty damn good pick for Catwoman. Although the suit you see her wear in this trailer is not the Catwoman suit. It's a makeshift suit like Daredevil. I hope we get to see her wear an actual Catwoman suit in this movie. But I'm not holding my breath. And Colin Farrell as the Penguin looks unrecognizable. I had no idea that was him until other people pointed it out. Seriously, does that look anything like Colin Farrell? It's just really good prosthetic makeup for sure. But the fact that Penguin is even in this movie makes me go, whoa, okay, so you got 2 or 2.5 or 3 villains in this movie, depending on whether you count Catwoman as a villain or not. But you got the Riddler, Catwoman, and Penguin. I don't know, that might just be a little crowded. Plus the fact that Penguin wasn't in Batman Hush, so that makes me think, okay, this movie's not going to be entirely based on Batman Hush. Maybe it's gonna be like Rhino in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where it's like Electro was the main villain in that film. The other villains are just there for like a couple scenes. I'm thinking that's what this movie's gonna be like. Penguin's just gonna be in one scene, while the main focus is gonna be on Riddler and Catwoman. So it can be more like Hush. That's my theory for now. We'll see how it goes. And then we get to the pummeling scene. Jeez, yeah, holy shit. That's one hell of a beatdown. That's cool, it's awesome. It gets my seal of approval. But again, I hate to be a buzzkill here, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. We've seen Batman beat the fuck out of goons many times in movies. Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. They both had awesome scenes where they're beating the shit out of goons. So while this is a cool scene for sure, I guess to me it just wasn't as impressive as it was to everyone else. Cause it's nothing new. And then the last thing we see before the title is the Batmobile, which looks cool, although it doesn't look like a Batmobile. At least not my favorite kind of Batmobile. My favorite Batmobile, ooh, I never thought about it. It would have to be Ben Affleck's Batmobile if I'm being honest, because it looks like a tank. It looks like something that was made for battle. I like that. This Batmobile just looks like a muscle car with some gear on it. To me, it most resembles Adam West's original Batmobile. I like it because it looks like a cool car. It just doesn't look like a tank, and I'm not saying the Batmobile always has to be a tank. I'm just telling you my personal preferences, because that's why I'm here. To give you my personal opinions. Hopefully you're here to hear them. So in the end, I liked this Batman trailer more than I thought I would. I'm still kind of skeptical as to how much I'll like the movie. I told a couple of people this already. The one thing that would really make me interested in this movie is if it gets an R rating. Think about it. This trailer certainly makes it look like it could. It's really dark and gritty. There was no humor in it. It looks like this movie could be in the vein of Joker. You know, a really dark and gritty, realistic Batman movie. To me, that lends itself to being rated R. And that would be something I've never seen with Batman before. And that would really impress me. If this movie got an R rating, I would be in. I would go from, yeah, alright, I'll check it out, which is where I'm at now, to holy shit, I can't wait for this Batman movie. But again, that's just my opinion. I do want to know if you agree with me on that. So, the DC FanDome teaser for The Batman. Have you watched it? What do you think about it? And what was your favorite trailer out of the 3 that came from DC FanDome? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.